Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to share a heartwarming story with you titled, A House Full of Whiskers, My Life with Cats. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Of course, if it's not your style, feel free to skip it. No hard feelings. Now, let's begin the story. Living alone sounds like it could be quiet, peaceful, and maybe even a little boring, but not for me. You see, I don't really live alone. Technically, I share my home with several furry little roommates who just happen to walk on four legs, demand snacks at odd hours, and think they are the rightful owners of the bed. Yes, I'm talking about my cats. When people ask me if I get lonely, I laugh. How could I, when I have a squad of meowing comedians constantly auditioning for the role of cutest creature alive? Each cat has their own personality. One acts like a king, another like a mischievous toddler, and yet another like a sleepy grandpa. Together, they form the perfect balance of chaos and comfort in my life. I often wonder what my neighbors think when they hear mysterious noises from my apartment. Do they imagine I'm running a circus? They wouldn't be entirely wrong. Between the thundering sound of cats zooming down the hallway at midnight and the occasional crash of something accidentally pushed off a table, my home is lively in ways only cat owners truly understand. And honestly, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Morning in my house always begins with a furry alarm clock. Forget about hitting snooze, my cats don't allow it. The instant sunlight slips through the curtains, a chorus of meows starts. It's like living with a very insistent orchestra, and their music says only one thing. Breakfast, human. Now, I shuffle to the kitchen, still half asleep, while tiny paws follow me like a royal procession. Serving breakfast to them feels like hosting a fancy banquet every day, though the guests are wearing fur coats and sometimes stick their faces into each other's bowls. After breakfast, the house transforms into an entertainment arena. One cat will leap dramatically onto the couch as if performing in an action movie. Another will chase an invisible enemy only they can see, while a third finds a cozy sunbeam and refuses to move for hours. Watching them is better than TV, and sometimes I laugh so hard my stomach hurts. They remind me that joy can come from the smallest, silliest things, a paw batting at a feather toy, a clumsy tumble from a chair, or the intense concentration on a face just before they pounce on a dust bunny. Evenings are equally delightful. When I sit down with a book or a movie, the cats declare me their personal furniture. Suddenly, I'm buried under a pile of warm, purring blankets with eyes and whiskers. Some nights it feels like they're competing to see who can occupy the best spot. One curls on my lap, another rests on my shoulder, and another squeezes against my side. Do I move? Of course not. I have learned the sacred rule of cat ownership. Once a cat chooses you as their pillow, you stay put. People sometimes ask me if I wish I had more human company at home. My answer is always simple. I'm perfectly happy with my little family of cats. Sure, conversations with them are slightly one-sided, although I swear they understand more than they let on. But the comfort they bring is unmatched. They fill the silence with their purrs, they keep me laughing with their antics, and they remind me every single day that love doesn't need words. Living with cats has taught me patience. It has taught me to appreciate small routines, like the morning feedings or the nightly cuddles. Most of all, it has taught me that happiness doesn't depend on grand adventures or big crowds. Sometimes, happiness is just sitting in a cozy room with a cup of tea while a cat purrs beside you. My life might look simple from the outside, but in reality, it's full of warmth, humor, and tiny whiskered surprises. Do my cats sometimes drive me crazy? Absolutely. They steal my chair the second I stand up. They knock things off shelves just to watch them fall. They insist on investigating every grocery bag as though it hides the secret to eternal happiness. But those are the very things that make life interesting. Without them, my days would feel too quiet, too predictable. With them, every day is a little adventure wrapped in fur. And so, even though I technically live alone, I never feel alone. My cats are my companions, my entertainment, and my comfort all rolled into one. They may not help with the chores or pay the bills, but they make my home a place full of laughter and love. At the end of the day, when I look at them snuggled up in their favorite spots, I can't help but smile. Life is better, so much better, when shared with a house full of whiskers. In today's fast-paced world, many people feel pressured to constantly chase achievements, stay connected online, or fill their schedules with endless activities. Yet the story of living happily with cats reminds us that joy often comes from simplicity and presence. The cats, with their playful energy and calm companionship, show that comfort can be found in small routines and quiet moments. In real life, this teaches us to value what we already have instead of always searching for more. Whether it's enjoying the warmth of a pet curled beside us, sharing a meal with family, or simply sitting in silence after a long day, these little experiences can provide deep happiness. Modern life can sometimes make us forget the importance of slowing down, resting, and appreciating companionship, whether it's from people or pets. The advice here is clear: don't underestimate the healing power of simple joys. Instead of waiting for big events to make you happy, find gratitude in everyday life. By doing so, we can reduce stress, feel less lonely, and build a stronger sense of contentment. Happiness, like a cat's purr, doesn't need to be loud or grand. It just needs to be real and consistent.